USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world, Supersonic's money transfer has got you covered. With the largest payout network in the Gambia, you can now receive your monies anywhere you are, from Kartong to Koina, with less hassle. Yes! You can receive monies from your family and friends in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world with our safe, secure, fast, and convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Supersonic's money transfer. We are currently in 34 African countries and counting, giving you quality money remittance services that are second to none. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonic's Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics.
Nice. I'll give him all the bags. Photos card number, that should be here. You can use this to write, okay, you have it here.
And when this is correct.
I wouldn't be able to see. Let me see this one. The one on top. Where am I? I'll be able to see from here.
Okay. As soon as possible, because on the 14th or the 16th, we'll be having the reconciliation of the campaign itineraries. So we need it in time. Yeah, 14th to the 16th, we'll be inviting each, candidate or rep. So, but if we can have it in time, so that we can scrutinize it and observe it before you come together. Yeah. So please, can you do that before the 14th? Yeah. And the sample also, you bring the sample of your and your photograph.
Yes, yeah. There was a technical error on the picture thing.
Okay.
So they have
Yeah, you can always apply that before. Yeah. Okay. So check this and confirm whether these are the documents you hand over to me. Just one. You can sign that part and date it. So you can sign this one for your own retention, huh? Yeah. Sign it on your own purpose. For submitting your nomination papers, but the process still continues. Your acceptance of the acceptance of your nomination will depend on our verification. We will verify the support that you have given. If you meet the 300 threshold, and also we will display your papers here after your nomination up to 4 o'clock. Any registered voter can come and object to your nomination. They can verify if they have any cause to object to your nomination. They can do that in writing, addressed to the returning officer. Equally, we will notify you about that. But you have the opportunity, if that happens, to correct your nomination papers. That is on the 12th and 13th. Those are days set aside for correction of any submission of nomination. Other than that, we have received your nomination papers, and we will issue you with the receipt of the nomination papers and the receipt for your deposit. If we've concluded the verification and there is no objection, we will call you so that you can come over and correct the acceptance of your nomination. But before I issue you with the receipt of your nomination, I would just want to remind you about the Code on Election Campaign Ethics. We have a responsibility to enhance the peace of this country. Our communities are peaceful. We have a responsibility to maintain that peace. This is why you've subscribed to this Election Code of Campaign Ethics. It's very important that you read it, you internalize it. You encourage your supporters also to read it and understand and apply it to the letter. One provision, that is the number 2 provision, is saying that political parties, their candidates, or any independent candidate, agents, workers, or supporters of political parties, or any independent candidate shall carry out their campaign in keeping with high ethical and moral standards and respect due to other political parties and candidates, the voters, and the generality of the Gambian people, and shall also conduct their campaign in a manner and spirit that will promote a congenial and peaceful atmosphere throughout the electoral process. It's your responsibility to maintain that. Allow other candidates also to campaign peacefully. Then the Gambians will decide as to who they're going to vote for. It's your responsibility. And encourage your supporters or workers to also understand that spirit. Equally, you have the opportunity to talk to the media, and address your constituency or the Gambian people. We will also want you to give us telephone numbers of people very close to you. In the event we try to reach you, if we cannot, we can reach you through those individuals. So meanwhile, you can do that before you go out to address the press.
Okay, can you tell us your names and the constituency you contested?
My name is Yero Jalo from Nyamina West under the ticket of the GDC. Yeah.
Okay, what motivated you to join this NAM elections?
Thank you very much for that question because it's going to help my people to know the reason why I'm contesting. Well, the Nyamina West constituency, we've been neglected for a long time ago. Government didn't regard us a lot. And we are so unfortunate to have politicians who doesn't have the interest of the people at heart. So this is what motivates me. I've never thought I'll become a politician, until when GDC came to being. So when I see the campaign itinerary of the GDC and Honorable Kande and his speech, that motivates me to get into politics. And then I sat one time, I said, Nyamina West, what have you benefited from government or from, stakeholders generally, I'll call it. I try to figure out things, but it's rather unfortunate. We didn't benefit nothing from government. For over 57 years after independence, Nyamina West didn't motivate nothing. The reason why we are so unfortunate to have representatives who are definitely not pushing up for the interests of the people of Nyamina. This is what motivates me to contest for the seat of NAM on the Nyamina West constituency.
Voted in. First of all, this is not your first time you are contesting for this. During the by-election, you contested against one candidate from the NPP, but you lost to him. This time around, tell us, will things be different from your end?
I am optimistic that things will be different because the last time what happened was there were so many misinformations. And the people of Nyamina have realized the truth. They have realized the truth. They've known what the government can do, and they've known the kind of president that we are having there. That he didn't even care about the people of Nyamina. And I can tell you to all Gambians, the reason why President Barrow win this seat, thanks to the people of Nyamina. I can bet you, if he had lost the seat during the by-election, he was not going to win the presidential election. So I see no reason after voting for his candidate. And up till now, they've neglected the people of Nyamina. They don't care about the people of Nyamina. They do nothing about in Nyamina. So we don't have clean drinking water. We don't have electricity. And they've induced division within the people. So thanks to God, people are now aware. They are well informed about the happenings now. I'm sure that things will be different this time.
Was pushed to see happen in that particular constituency when you are voted in?
If you see my flyers, you would see Yero Jalo, the unifier. You know, I want to unify the people first, because without unification, without people coming together, we can move forward. People have to come together. We have to see the constituency. We have to see the country. How can we do that? We have to unify the people. After the unification of the people, then you can push on, about developmental agenda and things like that.
Yesterday we have a candidate here who was representing CA who promised to build his own office here in Same when he is elected in office. He only goes to the Combo when there is sittings. After sittings, he will come back to his district and stay in his office. Hope you will be willing to do the same thing.
I would definitely support the agenda. The last time I was listening in the parliament, somebody was trying to push the agenda for parliamentarian to have an office in Banjul. I don't buy the idea, because that means you are going to neglect the people. The people who voted for you, you have to come down to the grassroots, be with them, know what is their problem, so you could forward the problem. If you don't come down to them, you wouldn't know their problem. Not everybody could be able to come to Banjul and support or give or lodge their complaints or their constraint. So I would definitely support the idea of. I wouldn't say I am going to build my own office, but all what I can say here is I would be with the people of Nyamina wholeheartedly. I'll be with them to the grassroots level. Whether I'll have an office or whatsoever, I'll meet them in their bantabas. I'll meet them here in their houses. I'll meet them in their compounds. So I would know their problems. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
If you want to receive monies from UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world, Supersonic's money transfer has got you covered. With the largest payout network in the Gambia, you can now receive your monies anywhere you are, from Kartong to Koina, with less hassle. Yes! You can receive monies from your family and friends in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world with our safe, secure, fast, and convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Supersonic's money transfer. We are currently in 34 African countries and counting, giving you quality money remittance services that are second to none. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics.
Gambian Talents Promotion.
Jaliba Manding.
And you have satisfied the 300 threshold, we will call you to come and collect your acceptance of nomination. Huh? You will also have the 12 and the 13 for correction of any defects on your nomination paper if there is any objection. Huh? On the 14 and 16 also, we want you to be here or any of your representatives so that we reconcile the campaign itineraries and produce a composite one. Huh? Without any class, 14 to the 16th, yeah, all days inclusive. So you can be here or you can delegate anybody who can make decision on your behalf. We will also want to get 2 numbers of people close to you. So at the end of the day, if you want to communicate, we cannot reach you, we can send the message through those people. But let me remind you of the code on election campaign ethics that you have subscribed. Subsection 2 is saying that political parties, their candidates or any independent candidate, agents, workers, or supporters of political parties, or any independent candidate shall A, carry out their campaign in keeping with high ethical and moral standards and respect due to other political parties and candidates, the voters, and the generality of the Gambian people, and shall also conduct their campaign in a manner and spirit that will promote a congenial and peaceful atmosphere throughout the electoral process. You need to digest this, internalize it, and apply it to the letter. Equally, your supporters will also do so that we can have a peaceful electoral process. Because if there is a breach, there is a sanction. A breach of the provision of this code shall result to the cancellation of the registration of a political party, or in case of an independent candidate, the cancellation of the nomination of the candidate. We don't want to reach that far. We want to just campaign in a peaceful manner, and the decision to elect will be left with the voters. So on that note, I congratulate you and hereby issue you with the receipt of your nomination paper.
My name is Honorable Alaji S.B. Silla.
Very well. Honorable, which constituency are you buying?
Member from Nyani constituency.
Honorable, your nomination papers have just been received by officials of the IEC, pending final review or check by officials there of your support documents. First, tell us what message do you have and what inspired you for a rerun to the seat of assembly?
First of all, I thank to Allah, the Almighty, for 5 years at the National Assembly. And now I want to go again for another 5 years, which is my constituency, the people who has trusted me to come in again to stand for them so that I can enter in the National Assembly. I also want to congratulate my electors and thank them because they have been behind me throughout the stay I have on these past 5 years. And also my family and congratulate them. And I said a big thank to them because they have been supporting me for the past 5 years, who are just close to me. And my electors, the chairman and the administrative secretary, and everybody who has stood behind me to see that I went through for the past 5 years, and they have restored that trust and confidence to me again. so that I can come into to the National Assembly to represent them willfully, so that I can be their representative at the National Assembly.
That seat you've manned for 5 years in the first term is now at stake for several candidates or aspiring candidates. Do you think you can retain that?
For me, I don't think I have to say much about me. It's the constituency, it's my electors who are even telling much to me. And they have been stood to me and they are defending me. And they have known what I have done for them.
What have you done for them?
For the first time, when I entered in the parliament, my first 3 years, I had a disaster at my constituency, one of my villages called Puntao. I have able to generate funds from philanthropies, whereby I have able to construct about 23 houses, self-contained houses, to the vulnerable people who were able to get access to those houses, those who are affected. I have dug some wells, more than 10 wells in my constituency. I have 86 villages in my constituency. I have rehabilitated almost 17 these local hand pumps, and have dug some boreholes for my constituency. What I'm saying here, my people are hearing from me. In fact, maybe they will even come in and said I have left some, and have constructed some road for them from Jakaba to Barajali, where it's supposed to be a bad road during the rainy season. But I was able to mobilize funds through the projects where they have put a road construction in that place from Jakaba Junction to Barajali. And I have given some milling machine to some women, whereby so that they can get access to milling and they can defend from drudgeries, whereby they can able to do other activities if they are having machines. I have dug some borehole, whereby I have changed some local wells to a borehole so that they can able to have stand tap on top and they can able to get pumps in their villages.
With all what you have said, it's a lot. What I'm about to ask you is, after being defeated by the past election that happened on the 4th of December, that's the presidential election, and you've been in the parliament for the past 5 years, do you still have hope your people will still choose you to go and represent them this upcoming election?
You can see when we started to find this position for the second time, nobody was against me. Everybody unanimously in the UDP party, they all said I should go back to the seat because I have done a lot for them at the parliament and at the constituency level. So I'm very optimistic that I'll be elected to go back to the National Assembly again.
No, there are other parties also who filed in candidates for that seat. At the preliminary level, it was an easy ride for you. But do you think at that level, when it comes to April 9th elections, it will be an easy ride for you?
I think it will be very easy ride with me. I think you are here for the past 4 days and look at my back. The people who are behind me, you can be very assured that these people are people who know that they are well matured and well convincing so that they can able to penetrate the electorates, because wherever they stood and they say something about, they don't even need to say something about me, because everybody in my constituency knows me, and I can count every village where their locations are, and have stepped in on all the villages, the 86 villages I'm telling you. So I'm very optimistic that I'll be elected again to the country.
Talking about the population or the crowd you are talking about, Gambians are saying UDP, the crowd, they are moved by the crowd. But the only time when you see crowd behind them, you think when this election they're going to win. And you are just saying the same thing. You're talking of the crowd behind you. You have the hope with this crowd you have. The same day, there are those people are going to represent you in the polling station.
Very well.
They will cast their votes for you.
They will cast their vote to me, because you see that there are two things in politics. People are there for a party. Others are there for the person. Others are there maybe a tribe or whatever. But for my side, I can say I am tribe free. All the tribes are with me. They are in my compound. Nobody can talk any language of Gambian language, which you can talk it in my compound, somebody will not respond it. And I am very optimistic that the Gambians or the Nyani constituency, they will vote for me for sure.
I've provided him with 3 mosques in his region. One in Nyamina, Yoria Nyamina, one in Jingori Mustafa, and one in Barajali. That was all done on his behalf. So that's why I'm here to contest, attest to that for the Nyani people in Kuntawur area to vote for him because he will be there for him. He will be there for them in the next 5 years to come.
He still has some work to do regarding his next term that he's vying for. Uh, and I understand you must be someone very strong behind the scenes working. What are you doing behind the scenes to ensure that he gets back to that seat?
I would like to assure Gambians, especially women in general, I'm a philanthropist as well, sponsoring women and kids, which I'm supporting him in his area, provided a lot of cooking pots in this, some of these regions of the Sierra North and Sierra South. I provided the cooking pots, not lawyer Usainu Numukunda Dabo. I was the one who did. Because I'm a philanthropist, I have a registration charity that I provided assistance for women to empower them, giving them machines and a lot of things for them to be able to take care of themselves in order to generate their own resources. So in this case, if I stood by him, he will always regain his seat because I will support him fully, 100% as a UDPN, 100% UDPN founder to make sure that he will win the elections. Because I've been doing that all over the Gambia. I've built so far 11 mosques, ongoing construction of a 24 hospital beds in Moledba, a madrasa school in Aljamdu, boreholes all over Gambia. Someone said they will be providing mosque boreholes, which we've never seen before.
Why do you choose UDP?
I am a proud Gambian who decided to choose it because Usainu Dabo is my first cousin's husband, and I have all rights to be. I'm a Gambian American citizen. My rights is to support my people and my country. I was a former diplomat as well. From the Gambian embassy in the United Arab Emirates, where I served the Gambia with 3 years service. And I was able to bring all of these projects from the United Arab Emirates. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Please,
My name is Basiru Size.
Size, you just from presenting your documents to the IEC officials, the preliminary stage of nominations. Your documents are received or accepted, but then pending review or a thorough check by officials of your support documents. But tell us, what must have inspired a young man like you to go into politics?
Yeah, there are many reasons that make me to go into politics. A reason like me as a young man, the first of all, I will be a person who will represent the youths in the National Assembly. It will also be something which the youths and the young people will look through me and have very confident, to work towards their economic development and agriculture and the law and other stuff.
Very well. The UDP party choose you to run for which constituency?
Nyamina West constituency.
Very well. And why do you accept to run for them?
Yeah, I accept to run for the UDP party because of they are very united, democratic, and they collaborate together, helping each other. Both the time that's make me to that make them to choose me as their
Do you
candidate.
have anything of plan that you want to bring to the people of your constituency if you are voted into office, or the Gambian people as per plan?
Yeah, there are many plans that have been in my mind to bring to the people of Nyamina. This will be just a continue point because of there was a time that I was a ward councillor in my constitution and I do a lot. Now this will take me as a continuation if I be in parliament. Development like the time I was a councillor, I bring a lot of development in the district.
Like what?
Development like the Reliance Bank, which many females are engaging on, and they are venturing into business. And a SIP realing also. There was one project called NEMA. I project and deal with them until they endorse my forms, and they come to my constitution and they were able to work with the villages for SIP realing and etc. etc.
I can see you are young, Mr. and you still have the courage to contest being an MP in your constituency. By looking at you, it shows to me that your age is young. What makes you go in for politics at this young age?
Yeah, as how I answer at the first stage to this man, there are many reasons that put me in politics. If you see nowadays, the youths, their voice or their needs are very, in a low uh, term, for somebody or for the people whom they describe as elders to fight their needs at the places that people used to fight them. So that's make me to enter into politics so that I can stand for the youth, for their rights and their needs.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you very much, Mr. Momodu KFCC. You have submitted your nomination papers accordingly. We will now issue you a receipt of your nomination papers. The acceptance will come in due course. We will be verifying the support that you have provided and ensure that you have the 300 threshold. We will also display your papers. A registered voter can come and scrutinize your papers. If they want to object, they can object to your nomination and we will notify you. You will have the opportunity from the 12th to the 13th to correct any defects on your nomination papers. We will also have on the 14th to the 16th to reconcile or reconciliation of the campaign itinerary. You can be present or you can delegate somebody who can make decision on your behalf so that we can develop a composite campaign itinerary where there are no classes. So it's important that you also provide us numbers of 2 people or 3 people who are very close to you. In the event we communicate to you, we cannot reach you, we can deliver whatever message we have for you through those individuals. So let me remind you about the Code on Election Campaign Ethics that you have subscribed to. Subsection 2 states, political parties, their candidate or any independent candidate, agents, workers, or supporters of political parties, or any independent candidate shall A, carry out their campaign in keeping with high ethical and moral standards and respect due to other political parties and candidates, the voters, and the generality of the Gambian people, and shall also conduct their campaign in a manner and spirit that will promote a congenial and peaceful atmosphere throughout the electoral process. It is very, very important that you read this, you understand it, and you apply it to the letter. You encourage your supporters, and workers who are working around your campaign to also abide by this code, because any breach, that's saying a breach of the provisions of this code shall result to the cancellation of the registration of a political party, or in case of an independent candidate, the cancellation of the nomination of the candidate. We don't want to reach that far. We want a peaceful electoral process. Conduct yourself, no character assassination, and encourage your people to equally do so that we will leave the decision of electing to the Gambian people, without any violence or a breach of the peace and tranquility of this country. So on that note, I congratulate you and hereby issue you the receipt of your nomination. Congratulations.
Uncle, kindly introduce yourself to us and the constituency you are vying for the assembly.
I am Momodu KF Sise, Upper Salem constituency.
Very well. You just filed in your nomination papers. Of course, there is another stage, that is the review of your support documents by the IEC, that will followed by an acceptance letter. First, tell us what has prompted you to run for National Assembly elections, the upcoming National Assembly.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Anyway, my purpose of running for this National Assembly elections is because I deem it necessary. I feel that it's time for Gambians to be awake. From 1965 to 2022 today.
Now, what will people expect from you? What do you intend to bring to your people? Suppose you are granted that opportunity and elected to office as the National Assembly member for your area.
Well, I don't want to come here with elephants of promises, because I am a candidate of the opposition party. I know there are some certain corners. It would be difficult for me to tap something. But with my own experience and technical know-how, I believe that I'll be able to work with my people, not as it used to be. I want to be a National Assembly member of difference. Because before, National Assembly members would just come to the electorate, with huge promises. If you elect me, I'll do this, I'll do that, I will this, I'll build this, I'll build that. I don't want to be that National Assembly member. I am an experienced extension worker. I have been in the field for a number of years. I have a wealth of experience. I feel that what I need to do is to come down to my people, sit with them, know their problems, we prioritize them, and see what we can do together.
It looks like you haven't even spoken to your people to know what is their challenges, and are you hopeful that you're gonna win? With all
I am a newly selected aspirant candidate. I'm just coming into the arena, but I believe that if they know me, I am a citizen. I was born and bred within them. They know the type of person I am, and the potentials I have, and what I can do to come out with benefits for my people, not from the government, but from my own experience as an extension worker. Not only an extension worker, I retired from the Gambia Revenue Authority. I know that this is the bulk or amount of money that goes to government every year, every month. So I should be able to tap from those resources because it's a government or Gambian resources to be able to do some certain projects with my people. But not only that, I feel that I have the potentials to tap resources outside the government and the Gambia because I am a seasoned worker. I am retired just 1 year ago. I worked with different institutions at international level. So I should be able to know where to tap something for my people, not only depending on government.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I had you say you're going to promise your constituency anything, but you are experienced somebody, you have been in the field for quite a long time. So you've been in the field, you already know some of the constraints, some of the difficulties that some people are facing. So out of those things, what is your main target right now for the people of your constituency?
That's what I'm telling you. I say I am an experienced extension worker. The system that I want to put into place in my constituency is what they call the PRA, the Participatory Rural Appraisal. We have to go and sit with the people, know their problems, and prioritize them. And see the ones that they are more urgent. We tell them according to their importance and urgency.
I had you say you have been working for the Gambia Revenue Authority. You've been in the revenue sector for quite a long time, so you know what is going in and coming out of the country. So would you like to tell us whether things in the revenue sector is going fine or is not going fine?
Very hard-working and dedicated institution, that's the Gambia Revenue Authority. They are doing everything to see to it that government has something in its coffers to develop the Gambia, our nation. Yeah, thank you so much.
Party sponsorship later, okay? Yes, nomination papers, and we will issue you with the receipt of your nomination papers. But the acceptance will come in due course. We will verify the support that you have provided, and we will ensure that you have the 300 threshold. If you are short, we will inform you. Okay, we will also put your papers here. A registered voter will come and scrutinize your paper. They can object to your nomination on grounds that are clearly stipulated by law. If they do that, we will also notify you or we will take action on that objection. But if we conclude today's nomination without all those hitches, we will invite you to come and correct your acceptance of nomination or send a representative. All right? Meanwhile, if there is an objection, you have the opportunity to correct anything that you are supposed to correct from the 12th to the 13th. But on the 14th to the 16th, we invite you or any of your representatives who can make decision on your behalf or who can take decision on your behalf for the reconciliation of the campaign itinerary. So please remember those days. It's very, very important. Huh? So that's okay. That's very, very important. Huh? On the 14th to the 16th. On the 14th to the 16th. Huh? So provide us numbers of 2 people that are close to you. So that if we want to communicate to you, we cannot reach you, we can deliver the message through those individuals. Huh? Meanwhile, let me remind you of the Code on Election Campaign Ethics that you have subscribed to. Subsection 2 says, political parties, their candidates or any independent candidate, agents, workers, or supporters of political parties, or any independent candidate shall A, carry out their campaign in keeping with high ethical and moral standards and respect due to other political parties and candidates, the voters and the generality of the Gambian people, and shall also conduct their campaign in a manner and spirit that will promote a congenial and peaceful atmosphere throughout the electoral process. It's important that you understand this and other provisions, and let your staff or anybody working around your campaign or supporters, let them also understand that they should abide by this code on election campaign, because a breach of it, there is a sanction. It states a breach of the provision of this code shall result in the cancellation of the registration of a political party, or in case of an independent candidate, the cancellation of the nomination of the candidate. This is very, very important. Huh? Let your staff understand it and abide by the code. We don't want to reach that far, so that we can have a peaceful electoral process and allow the Gambians to decide on their own. Huh? So meanwhile, I congratulate you and issue you the receipt of your nomination. Yeah. You have the opportunity to talk to the Gambian people or your constituents through the media if you so wish. Huh?
Richam, originally from Acham and Nyanija, and from the Nyanija constituency.
Cham, is this your first time contesting being a parliamentarian of your constituency, or you have been in the system for quite a long time?
This is my first time contesting as a parliamentarian from my district.
Why? What gave you the courage as a young man to step into politics?
Thank you very much. I am a youth and also a responsible individual. I am from Nyanija, and I have been working with the people of Nyanija, and I feel that it is a high time that I have to be personally part of the game, the political game. Meaning my people has been sidelined for a long time ago. I will start making quotation from the youths. The youths of Nyanija need a better representation, because we have been sending and representing people in the parliament, but we don't have the right guy who will work with the youths and also make emphasis and development for the people of Nyanija in the side of the youths. Moving over to the side of agriculture, Nyanija, look at the soil in Nyanija. It is the most fertile and the most productive land in the Gambia. But henceforth, we have not got better representatives that at least will put this agenda to the government. This is why I decided to take the responsibility, represent the people of Nyanija, also to establish coexistence among the people of Nyanija. This is what motivated me to join the political arena.
So, what do you think your people are expecting from you after being nominated by them to come to IEC this afternoon to be nominated? And if you are given the chance to win the election, what should they expect from you?
The expectation is very high. Without me coming here, in fact, like the people of Nyanija has entrusted their responsibilities in me. This is just a question of the day, because I have been representing them, I have been delivering to them, and I have also been part of the society, both in the side of development and also in the side of, coexistence among the people. So the expectation from the people of Nyanija is high as that now, because they believe on me, they have hope on me, and they believe that I am the only guy responsible and the only guy that at least can represent them and have a better Nyanija as that now.
So talking of development, I heard you mentioning development. What is your main focus of development for your people of in Nyanija constituency?
Yeah, since I just decided to join the game, because development cannot go in the absence of education. We need to foster education. We need to educate the people of Nyanija, because they have been left behind. So this is why I personally think if, the youths have to be motivated in order to liberate their children, allow their children to go to school. As, an activist in the district, and also somebody that has been in the position to see that all my younger brothers and sisters who are left behind are pushed to school. Have given the opportunity to join the parliament. This will also boost the enrollment and also allow the young ones that are left behind to be moved into the schools, fill in the schools, graduate, compete, and have better development. If they acquire jobs in Nyanija, that the people of Nyanija will benefit.
Do you think you will win this election April 9?
Yeah, this is a landslide victory, because the people of Nyanija are the one that sent me here. I have not applied. They asked me, go. We are behind you.
But if you take a good look, there are other candidates already selected by other political parties in Nyanija. So how do you think the competition is going to take place in your constituency?
For me, I am not competing with none of them, because I believe on myself, and the people of Nyanija are the ones allowed me to come. Those people who came here, they choose themselves, or means they have applied to other political party. I am an exceptional because they asked me to come represent us and we are behind you. So those people are behind me. Whether hook or crook, I'm going to take the leadership in Nyanija. I am going to
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
If you want to receive monies from UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world, Supersonic's money transfer has got you covered. With the largest payout network in the Gambia, you can now receive your monies anywhere you are, from Kartong to Koina, with less hassle. Yes! You can receive monies from your family and friends in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world with our safe, secure, fast, and convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Supersonic's money transfer. We are currently in 34 African countries and counting, giving you quality money remittance services that are second to none. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with